Major League Baseball welcomes you to the following presentation of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Brewers baseball is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. One final time in Sin City, it's the Brewers and the A's from Las Vegas Ballpark. Final game of the series, Brandon Sproat's going to make the start for the Brewers. It's his second start of this road trip. 5 innings last time out against the Rockies. Jack Perkins makes his second start in a row for the Athletics. Hi again, everybody, and welcome Field Level with Tim Dillard. We've got Sophia Minner with us, Jeff Levering with you. Thanks so much for being with us today. And Tim, I tell you what, the Brewers have just completed their longest stretch of games of the season, 12 in a row. Today is 13 in a row. They've played some of their best baseball so far this year.
They have, and it has to do a lot with getting their rest. And it's not always hard, easy to do that when you're on the road. In fact, they were in 4 different beds over 9 days when you go around to different cities, and it didn't stop the run production. And if you look at the team ERA, it's not where they want it to be, but that's because of Colorado. That's because of here in Vegas. There's been some launching pad McDuck going on, but this team has been good, 8-4 in that time, and it's poised for hopefully a Brewers win here tonight.
Trying to finish this road trip off at 5-1 if they can get a victory today. Trying to win the series against the A's. It's the Brewers in Athletics. First pitch is coming your way next.
Watch us take control. Forget all you know. Don't get comfortable. Watch us as we steal the show.
Plenty of fireworks to keep everybody busy in this series. Brewers and A's combined for 41 runs, 17 homers. The A's have hit 12 of those 17. Brewers hoping to get out of town with a series victory. As Christian Yelich, Jackson Chourio, and Bryce Terang will lead it off for the Brewers. Pat Murphy and this squad been playing great here on the road. They've won 12 of the last 14 on the road, 20-11 overall. Trying to get to 5-1 on this road trip. This starting lineup brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. You mentioned the top 3 in the order with Yelich, Chourio, and Terang. Andrew Vaughn in the series, 4 for 7, a couple of doubles, a home run, drove in 4. That was just in the opener where he drove in all 4. Bowers, Gary Sanchez is doing the catching and batting 6th. Sal Frelick, David Hamilton, and Joey Ortiz round out that starting lineup. And they get the right-hander. Jack Perkins makes just his second start this year. Really good out of the bullpen, but his last 10 appearances, Tim, he's really struggled.
He has. I mean, this will be his 19th game, and he's got all the makeup. It just has not worked out for him lately, but he pitches inside. He gets a lot of chase, a lot of whiff, fills up the zone early, doesn't walk a lot of guys. Kind of wondering what it's going to look like facing this Brewers lineup, but it's going to be a lot of fastballs mixed in with some sweepers and changeups.
He's allowed just 2 home runs on the season. Tim, the defense behind Perkins.
Soderstrom in left, Bolte in center, Butler getting his first start of the series in right, Geloff, Williams, McNeil, Kurtz around the infield, and Shea Langoliers doing the catching once again.
Home plate umpire today is Brock Ballou. Todd Titchener is over at first base. Clint Vondrack is at second, and Adam Hammery is over at third. First pitch presented by Aurora Healthcare. Perkins into his windup, and here it comes. Inside, ball 1, and off we go. 96 miles an hour. We're on cruising speed for Perkins. Not a very breezy night, which is very welcome for the pitching staffs of both of these teams. Ball's still going to get a lift just because of the elevation, but it is the calmest day that we have had of the 3.
3,000 feet above sea level, slight breeze, thin air. We've seen a lot of home runs in this series.
Yelich takes it high with a sweeper. 2 balls and a strike. 2 for 5 last night for Yelich, including an RBI. 4 for 12 overall in the series. He had 7 at-bats in game 1. He's ahead of the count. 3 balls and a strike.
For Jack Perkins, he's no stranger to this mound and this ballpark. Played the last couple of seasons here in AAA for the Aviators.
That's ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Christian Yelich opens up this ball game as Jackson Chourio comes to the plate. He homered in the first inning yesterday using this bat, Gary Sanchez's bat. So he's going to come to the plate. Our Wisconsin Lottery Powerball home run counter. He's got 5 on the year. Had his first 2 ABs with Gary Sanchez bat, and then went back to his old faithful. Now he's got the Sanchi back with him. Perkins deals. Strike 1. Chourio 4 out of 10 in the series. Has hits in each of his last 3 games of the road trip. He was hitless until the finale Sunday in Colorado. It's this one down the right field line, foul. It's a quick 0-2 on Jackson Chourio.
Well, that's the ability that Jackson Chourio has. He can go hitless for a few days and then in the span of 3 games put up 7 knocks with tons of extra base hits. He just has that kind of bat. Of course, today it's Gary Sanchez's bat. You can tell right now Jack Perkins is in the sun. It's creeping across the mound as we speak. It's about halfway through. Everyone's about to be covered probably just a few minutes.
Fly ball into right center. Butler is there and makes the catch. That's a ball that's probably out of here in each of the first 2 games of the series. Tonight, just a routine fly ball. As Terrain comes up, Tim, your Miller time game plan for tonight.
Yeah, off day tomorrow. So, hey, everyone's on high alert, whether it's on the bench or in the bullpen. Everybody to try to get this win. And then adios, Las Vegas. This is just coming from the pitching side of me. Get us out of here, mister. Tough place to pitch.
Terrain 1 out of 10 in the series. And the game-winning RBI on Monday. Ten homers on the season, second most on the club behind Jake Bauers, who's got a dozen. His 42 RBIs, also second to Bauers. Yelich dives back. Had great crowds each of the first 2 nights in Vegas. Tons of Brewers fans. I'd say there's more Brewers fans today than there were last night. Monday it was filled to the gills. 2 balls and no strikes on Bryce Terrain.
Well, and they're going to be tough to spot because it was a sun hat giveaway for the A's. So there's some Brewers fans wearing big giant A's hats.
Good for the Sun. Rockies are coming into town to take on the A's when the Brewers leave. 2-0. Strike on the inside corner. Brewers are off tomorrow. It'll be their first off day since the 28th of May. Longest stretch that they have had with consecutive games this season to this point. Off day Thursday, off day Monday. Slow roller to Perkins. He's got it, throws to first low, and Kurtz picks it out of the dirt. Good pick by Kurtz at first base.
Perkins does a good job fielding this ball. These are always funny hops out in front of the mound. Does everything right except just tanks this in the dirt. They tell you not to be flat-footed. They tell you to get balanced in rhythm as you throw those intermediate throws to first, and he just threw it right in the dirt.
2-out RBI chance for Vaughn, who takes down and away. Ball 1. Vaughn in the 4 spot today. Pinch hit last night. And a comebacker back to the mound. The Brewers against the bullpen last night of the A's. 10 straight batters retired to end the ball game with 8 strikeouts. Lost by a couple of runs. 7-5 game last night felt like it was a 3-2 game.
Especially after on the heels of 29 runs in the first game.
3-0 on Vaughn with Bowers on deck. Brandon Sproat getting himself ready to take the mound. Hopefully he's got a lead to work with. 3-0 is right down the middle. 3-1.
We can already see early that Jack Perkins likes to pitch inside, lefties and righties, doesn't matter. That's part of his game, getting ahead and then looking for guys to chase out of the zone.
3-1 base hit right center. That'll plate Yelich. The Brewers are on the board. Vaughn drives in another run. 1-0 Milwaukee.
Now Vaughn gets in a good count. 3-1. Sees a cutter away. And Vaughn's been doing this since he put on a Brewers uniform. Up the middle and opposite field is just his go-to spots. Gets it right by McNeil at second base. Lawrence Butler doing the slide grab.
Brewers jump out in front. And Bowers misses to second base. Goes Vaughn. Ball that just mystified the glove of Langoliers. The Brewers have scored first in each of the first 3 games of this series. Another man in scoring position after the wild pitch. Bowers in the series 2 for 6. Launched his 12th home run of the year, game 1. Fouls this back. He's homered twice on this road trip. He's driven in 7. He's also walked 7 times. Second most prolific 2-out run scoring team in the league, and Bowers takes strike 3. First strikeout for Perkins, excuse me. Brewers get on the board. RBI. Brewers TV presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. One final time in Vegas. One last lap around the track. Brewers up 1-0. Mark Kotsay and the A's. 3 games under 500. They've hit 21 homers this month, 12 of those the last 2 days. Starting line brought to you by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Kurtz, Soderstrom, Langoliers, Cortez, Geloff, and Butler, Bolte, McNeil, and Alika Williams. Soderstrom's got 3 homers. Kurtz has 3 homers in the series. Brandon Sproat going to try and keep the ball in the ballpark. Makes the second start of this road trip.
Yeah, he has given up a lot of home runs so far this season. He's also pitched in some tough spots. Colorado, now here. I think he's trying to figure out exactly how to use his stuff. Sinker, cutter, 4-seam fastball, also has curveball, sweeper, and changeup. Now it's about putting together sequences, but his stuff is good.
Kurtz takes a strike with a cutter. Nick Kurtz, 4 for 9 in the series, 3 homers. Pat Murphy said after game 1, we might not pitch to him ever again. Ground ball through the right side, the base hit. Leadoff single for Kurtz. Brewers defense behind Sproat. Tim, brought to you by Landmark Credit Union.
Jake Bowers out in left, Jackson Churio in center, Sal Frelick in right. Around the infield, Hamilton, Ortiz, Terang, Vaughn, and Gary Sanchez pushing the buttons for Sproat.
Sanchez, his second catching game of this road trip. He is catching Sproat for the second time. And the first one is outside on Soderstrom. Shouldn't say the third time. He's caught him twice before. Game 2 of a doubleheader in Kansas City. Sproat came out of the bullpen, and then the 23rd in Detroit. Finale of that series. Sproat threw the ball well in Detroit that day. Matched up against Tarek Skubal. slightly high. And count is 2-0.
Well, I thought he threw the ball well against the Rockies. He did give up 7 hits and 3 runs, but if you look at his outing, the first inning and a third, he threw 36 pitches, and then after that 3 2/3 of just 51 pitches. Very economical. Changeup was really good.
Strike on Soderstrom. Last start, first 3 innings against his last couple innings. He finished really strong, Tim, and sometimes not how you start, but how you finish, especially in Sproat's case.
Yeah, I think it's about figuring out your stuff, and in particular, this being in Denver made it a little tricky, but it was the changeup that he started relying on. His last 6 outs were on changeup.
Challenge here from Sanchez. ABS challenge presented by T-Mobile. And here we go. It's a strike.
Calls overturned. Milwaukee has 2 challenges tonight.
Brock Ballou, our home plate umpire, sounded very dejected as he made that announcement.
You got to think these umpires are in their umpiring locker room going, they're not going to get me today.
Flips the count to 2-2 on Soderstrom. Ground ball hit, foul. They watered that home plate area pretty drastically yesterday. That was a very high chopper off of the cement area in front of home plate.
Yeah, if you're just joining us for this series, there were multiple baseballs hit into the dirt in front of home plate in game 1 that ricocheted all the way into the outfield. So they watered it pretty heavily before yesterday's game. Noticeable difference, but maybe this one's about middle.
So it's not Papa Bear, Baby Bear, but it's Mama Bear today.
Definitely Goldilocks. Yeah, we can't get what we want, but either way, that's just one more element of this ballpark that you're trying to overcome.
Great shot from our drone. Las Vegas ballpark, the home of the Aviators. AAA team for the A's. 2-2 from Sproat. Ground ball, double play ball. Ortiz steps on the bag and converts the double play. 6-3 it goes. 2 away, nobody on for Shea Langoliers.
That's the 6th grounded into double play that Sproat has induced this season. I think he's getting a big of a liking for it. That's our defensive play of the game. Brought to you by Aurora Healthcare. Joey Ortiz says, I got it. Bryce, hang out and watch.
Langoliers hacking at the first pitch, comes up empty. Sproat trying to put up a 0 in this bottom of the first inning. Gotta imagine that is going to do a lot for him confidence wise. Got to get that 3rd out. Langoliers in the series 4 for 12. Was the leadoff hitter in game 1. Second straight day hitting 3rd. Into right, Frelick. Side retired. Base hit, double play, fly out. Brewers back to work on offense in the second. 1-0 Brewers after 1 in Las Vegas. Gary Sanchez will lead it off for Milwaukee. Sitting on 6 home runs. He's on our Wisconsin Lottery home run leaderboard. William Contreras hit his 6th in game 1. Sanchez went deep in Sunday's game in Colorado and takes outside ball 1. Perkins is now fully in the shadows out there on the mound. Sun sets in the west. Strike on Sanchez.
Yeah, Sanchez in Colorado, there was a pitching change, and he walked up to the plate and ambushed a pitch probably 6 inches off inside for that massive home run.
Had to feel good for Sanchez. Been almost 2 months since he had homered. Hit that one off the end of the bat, foul. Here is that home run on Sunday. How far in this pitch is. Pulled those hands in, ripped it halfway up into the bleachers.
Scraped his belt with the knob of the bat, probably. And that was Hill throwing, and I still have a hard time believing that he threw a first pitch heater to him.
Up and in on Sanchez. Saw the knob of the bat there. So he must have loaned a couple of his bats to Jackson Chourio, and he put his number 11 sticker on the bottom. Well, Chourio didn't. Jason Schauger did, our equipment manager. But he's got his bat, the 99, and he drives one to left, and Sanchez has another one. That was a missile out of here. .466 feet, the estimated distance. That got out in a hurry.
Well, you got to think Sanchez has been watching these last two games going, I need to get more at bats. And he gets a 2-2 slider down and in. And Sanchez put a dent on the building behind the left field wall. I mean, just right on time, slider, knew it.
2-0 Brewers on that bomb by Gary Sanchez. Sal Frelick drove in a couple of runs last night. Look at this Sanchez home run from the side. Oof.
That's a good look. Kind of moonwalks out of the box, leads with his number first, and then kind of flips the bat, acts like he's not going to look, but then he's like, I have to look. You have to look. It's going, it's so far away, 466 feet.
Frelick towards the middle, backhand pickup by McNeil, and he throws out Frelick. One away for David Hamilton, making the start at third base tonight. Sanchez home run 466 feet. His longest as a member of the Brewers, but not his longest ever. Hamilton squares and bunts it foul. Sanchez hit a ball 493 feet back in 2017 off of Matthew Boyd. Some people don't take flights that are 493 feet away. It's a long trip for baseball.
Well, there was almost a mile of home runs hit in game one. We start putting things in perspective. But that's what this type of air does in the elevation. The ball just has nothing having any sort of resistance to it to make the flight less.
Down a left field line, Hamilton's going to have a base hit. Try and stretch it into two. Here comes the throw, and it's going to be late. Hamilton with a hustle double. Another man in scoring position for the Brewers.
His first hit of this series and fifth on this road trip. Goes opposite field on a fastball in. Told you that Jack Perkins likes to throw the ball in, so he has to kind of inside out this and able to keep it fair, of course. And Soderstrom does a good job cutting it off, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This Hamilton has so much speed. He didn't even get all the way to max speed. He got good enough to slide in, pop up, and be safe.
Joey Ortiz fouls it away. Good swing at the cutter. Ortiz was 2 for 3 on Monday. He's in the number 9 spot. See where the defense is for Ortiz. Getting closer to fair territory.
I feel like in general Ortiz is starting to put it all together, hitting the ball harder. He's attacking pitches. He's been working counts. I think it's going to come down to at bats. If he keeps swinging it well, he's going to keep seeing those at bats go up.
Hamilton with a huge lead and a spin. He was thinking about taking off. Perkins took one extra look. Otherwise, Hamilton was gone. To McNeil at second base. 2 away. Hamilton to third. Yelich drew a walk and scored in the first. Toasty night in Vegas. Swing and a miss. Game time temperature was 99 degrees. It's dry heat. Fouled it away. Good cut at that fastball at 97. Great speed at third as Yelich waits on an 0-2. Struck him out. A couple of strikeouts now for Perkins, but Gary Sanchez gets the Brewers another run. Solo home run, his 7th of the year. It's 2-0. Good guys.
At Potawatomi.
For him in Colorado, and so he said they're trying to build off of what he was able to do in that start Friday night against the Rockies. Overall, very effective. 5 innings, 3 earned runs on 87 pitches. The changeup was really effective for him, especially the last 2 innings. It was a season-high usage for him on the changeup through 13 of his 87 pitches with the changeup. And so he said the messaging to him pitching at Coors Field for the first time was just outlast your opponent, and they feel like he mentally handled that really well, was able to attack that lineup. And so we've heard this term a lot, guys, here on this road trip, pitching in these altitudes, resiliency. They want all of these guys, including Brandon Sproat, to just continue to be mentally resilient, right? Just kind of take the punches as they come, continue to do your job, continue to attack, saying you've got to take care of the top of the lineup and make sure you don't allow big damage to them.
Survive and advance. Thank you, Sophia. The Brewers trying to get out of town, going to Colorado and then going to Las Vegas at 5-1. I mean, that would be a heck of a road trip coming to these 2 places.
Absolutely, and that makes perfect sense. You know, just because you give up a hit doesn't mean it all is lost, and I think he showed that. He gave up a hit to the leadoff batter in Kurtz, and then he raced him with a double play.
Geloff takes a strike. You made a great point in the game last night. Coleman Crow, a guy who comes in first time he's pitching out of the bullpen as a big leaguer. Tough environment. Give up a base hit, no big deal. Just keep pumping in strikes. Geloff down on the count 0-2.
Well, the Brewers have been throwing almost more strikes than anyone in baseball, and they're doing it with the youngest staff in baseball, which I find amazing. If I'm pitching coach Chris Hook, I am enjoying the fact that they're throwing strikes, because then you can go different places. If you're having a hard time getting a ball in the zone, then things aren't going to go well. You're limited in the stuff that you can do. And so now we got some of the 2 of the toughest places to pitch in all the baseball, and these guys are going and throwing strikes, and even if they give up a hit, they're going right back to the zone. That shows a lot of maturity.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Geloff. Got him. Sweeper on the outside corner, and Geloff is gone for a strikeout for Sproat.
There's been 3 strikeouts in this game, all on sweepers. 1 for Sproat, 2 for Perkins. That may be the pitch of the day. Geloff, I think he recognized it, but was like, didn't think it was going to move that much.
Ties up Butler there. Oh, and 1 the count on Lawrence Butler. Makes his first start of the series. Came in as a pinch hitter against right-handed relievers. Colby Thomas had started the first 2 games against the lefties. 2-1.
Well, Thomas in game 1, he was the leadoff guy. And then in last night's ball game, maybe that was Thomas. Another one was Langoliers, now Kurtz.
Butler, a sky-high pop-up, a true pop-up. Shallow left, and Hamilton's there. And Sproat goes 1, 2, 3 through the A's in the second.
At Brewers.com.
Zipping through the pool out in deep right center field. Every home run that has been hit towards that pool has been over the pool. We haven't seen a true splash shot yet. Sproat was dealing in that second inning. 9 pitches. Pat Murphy that felt a little kiddish. That was not a serious yell as he was talking with Todd Titchener. We're going to get an announcement here.
The ABS is inoperable until further notice. There will be no challenges.
So that is what that was all about. And I think Pat Murphy was saying, well, it's a darn good thing Gary Sanchez isn't coming to the plate.
So there were several boos, too. Boo, ABS isn't working.
Well, let's see how big the zone gets. Everybody in the crowd's kind of going, oh, what do we do? I don't know what we do.
How is it going to keep playing? It's never happened. They'll be fine.
Chourio a drive into center field. It is back, and Chourio goes deep again off of our camera. Did he just pop the lens? Right off the center field camera. Jackson Chourio goes deep. That ball is coming right at you.
Still held the shot. That's pro.
6th home run of the year for Jackson Chourio. It's like William Wallace right there. Hold. Where does it get him? Oh, right on top. Splashed the viewfinder. Bryce Terang is ahead of the count. 1 ball, no strikes. May have an invoice on his chair at the end of the night, Jackson Chourio. Terang takes outside. 2 balls, no strikes. All right, so this is the camera look. Oh, yep, hit him right on top. He held it for a moment. Trying to get the pitcher reaction. Just glad it didn't hit the lens. Brewers flexing their muscles the last couple of innings. Leadoff solo homers from Sanchez, and now Chourio. 3-0 to Terang. He is a strike. Perkins had allowed just 2 home runs all season. Giving up 2 in the last 2 innings. Three and 2 on Terang.
Well, with Sanchez and Chourio, Brewers have now hit 13 home runs in their last 4 games. So the bats have awoken.
Strike 3 called on Terang. 3rd strikeout for Perkins. Brewers in the month of June coming into the game had averaged 9 runs per game, and that's including a shutout. The offense alive and well as the weather is heated up. Vaughn an RBI single back in the opening inning. Offense this month, that's a lot of firsts. Two balls and a strike on Vaughn.
I think the big number there is the extra base hits. They were having to manufacture runs. They were doing it at a very high clip. They were getting a lot of singles. But you're right, since it's been warming up, they have been taking big hacks.
Strike on Vaughn popped in and out of the glove of Langoliers. Trips to Colorado and Las Vegas help.
It does.
But they were swinging the bats better.
Yeah.
In that Giants series in particular at the beginning of June. 2-2 outside. Tight, you walked him. Second walk issued by Perkins. Jake Bauers will be the hitter, but first a message from Potawatomi Sportsbook.
When Potawatomi Sportsbook invited me, John Kuhn, to be their spokesperson, I had to join the team. Yes! Yeah! Potawatomi Sportsbook, your sport, our stadium.
Bauers struck out in the first. Foul. Playing him to pull, huh? Third baseman essentially playing where the shortstop plays. Bauers trying to shoot one that way. It's 0-2.
Yeah, that's Zach Geloff. He may have read the lineup card wrong. Maybe he's thinking he was playing shortstop. That's a bold strategy too, because we've seen Bauers time again hit rockets to the left side.
It's only so far that you can shade these days with the rules and regulations. Dirt, Langoliers knocks it down.
Well, with Perkins throwing a lot of change-ups, a lot of sweepers away, if these lefties can stay back, that's where they're going to try to hit the ball, is that direction. But so far that sweeper has held lefties at bay.
One and two on Bauers going in. Leaked out over the plate and Bauers strikes out. Missed on his location, but a strikeout nonetheless as Gary Sanchez led off the second inning with a home run. Toyota drive of the game. This was a bomb, 466 feet away. Off the end of the bat, foul. May have busted his bat. Yep, not intact anymore.
Oh man, that's his home run bat.
There are home runs in this series. They're all the longest ones of the year. Sanchez, Contreras, and Bauers. Not a lot of cheapies for the Brewers in this series.
Well, very rarely do you see back-to-back days of home run derby. Usually that's over the All-Star break, but it feels like a never-ending home run derby in this series.
The Brewers looking for something more than just a single tally. They're up 3-0. Lands a strike. Wind has picked up too. I wouldn't say it's gusty like it was the first two nights, but there is a helpful breeze now blowing out towards right. Sanchez stays alive. One and two. Remember, before this inning started, umpires came out and said the ABS system is not operable at the moment.
Pitch number 60 from Perkins. Not yet through 3.
Season high 75 his last time out against the Astros. That got him through 4 innings.
Yeah, again, he's pretty much just a spot start guy. Pretty much since Severino and Savali went on the IL.
And Sanchez trying to figure out what the count is. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Pat Murphy is going to come out and talk with Brock Ballou, the home plate umpire. They all have 2-2. Okay, let's all check. Todd Titchener. Yep, I got 2-2. Yep, let's check it.
Do you have 2-2?
I got 2-2.
You got 2-2? 2-2.
Todd Titchener's getting a workout in this inning with Pat Murphy. Are you positive it's 2-2? Are you positive it's 2-2? Yep. You sure? Yep. I got it. Okay. Are you sure we can't call up and make sure it's 2-2? Marcotte, I think, is ready to get his pitcher back to work. Are you sure it's 2-2? Yeah.
Hold on, let me check. Yeah.
Yep. Still 2-2.
Well, here's the 2-2 pitch.
Take it away, Tim. That's low. 3-2. No challenge available. But boy, would I like to know. Vaughn will be moving with the pitch. And out of the glove of Langoliers. That's ball 4. Second walk of the inning. You see Scott Emerson, the pitching coach, come out here for the A's. Before this sequence was Sal Frelick. Long inning for Perkins.
Yeah, right after an 8-pitch at bat. And listen, Perkins does not walk a lot of batters. You clearly can tell he is trying to keep the ball in the ballpark as best he can. Hey, bring the family to the Brewers game this Sunday, June 14th, and get a Slidin' Sal Frelick jersey giveaway for the first 5,000 kids through the gates, courtesy of Joy. Get tickets at brewers.com/giveaways.
Brewers and Phillies got the probables for that series earlier today. Jacob Mizorowski is going to go in game 1, Shane Drawn game 2, and then Kyle Harrison in the finale. Brewers will see Christopher Sanchez on Sunday, reigning pitcher of the month in the National League. Frelick swing and a foul into the glove of Langoliers. Second time he's taken a big rip at that off-speed pitch.
It's almost like he's waiting back on it, but he's still kind of swinging through it.
And he sprayed a foul just over the head of Matt Erickson in the third base coaching box. Nearly took it out of the glove of Langoliers.
Head on a swivel. You knew it was coming too. A couple of off-speed pitches, and then that heater's got a little bit more giddy up on it. But we know Sal, he doesn't go down easy, and he was pretty late on that one.
Very high. One, two. That's what you're talking about, Tim. Perkins gets ahead and then tries to get you to chase.
Yeah, he's got elite numbers when it comes to chase, but the Brewers are one of the best in baseball by not doing that.
3-2. Trying to get Hamilton up.
Yeah, I think the Athletics are seeing what I'm seeing. I think he's reaching the end here. He's looking tired. Perkins is.
3-2 hit foul. We'll do it again.
I mean, it's hot out there. And you said there's a breeze, but it's not a fun breeze.
No.
It's like a big giant's breathing on you. And when you're on the mound out there and you have to throw this many pitches, now 32 in the inning, you're just like, I need a break, and there hasn't been many.
Perkins hits another one foul. That was the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Luis Medina starting to get loose for the A's. We got Vaughn and Sanchez that are going to be running with the pitch. Another 3-2. And it's in and out of the glove of Langoliers. So a 10-pitch sequence. I'll tell you, Vaughn and Sanchez are getting tired out there on the base paths.
Well, I will say this, that since the top of the third has started, Churio was a first pitch homer, and since then it's been a 6-pitch at bat, 6-pitch at bat, 4-pitch, 8. Here's 10.
Popped up third base side. It's going to stay in play, and Frelick pops out to end the inning. Jackson Churio hit a home run off our center field camera moments ago. It's his 6th home run of the year. Coming right at you. 3-0 Milwaukee. So we go to the bottom of the third.
Financial.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is presented by your Wisconsin Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. By Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. And by Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Back in Summerlin, Nevada, not too far from the Strip of Las Vegas, about 9 miles away. Brandon Sproat had to sit for a while in that top half of the third inning. He'll take the extra run of support. Just the 1 run, though. Faces the bottom third of the order. Bolte and McNeil Williams. Very economical so far has Brandon Sproat been. There's a strike. Got it by him. Bolte had his first big league home run last night. 2-run homer. Came in the second inning, gave the A's the lead. One-two from Sproat.
The way Sproat's been throwing the baseball, it's almost like he was challenged to get as many early outs as possible. You could see there he misses on the 1-2 pitch, and he was trying to throw it for a strike. He wasn't trying to get Chase on it.
Slow roller, third base side. Hamilton, bare hand pickup, throw to first is late. Vaughn with a good pickup to save an extra 90 feet. Slow roller up the third baseline, nothing Hamilton could do.
Yeah, the pitch is down. He got what he wanted. Little dinker into the ground. See if he can overcome like he did in the first with a leadoff single, immediately getting a double play.
McNeil had a reset of the pitch timer as he digs in. A longtime Met, traded to the A's in the offseason. Bolte, great speed over at first. McNeil squares the bunt, pulls it back.
Sproat with a really good pick move, has picked off 3 batters this season. Pretty quick to the plate as well. And his fastball's been up to 99.
Toss to first, and if it's on the bag, they've got a shot at Bolte. McNeil made the final out of game 1. Struck out against Chad Patrick. Runner goes up high. Sanchez throws second is high, and Bolte steals second base. It's already his 5th stolen base. Playing in just his 26th game.
Yeah, just 22 years old too. He's had a couple of errors out in center field just from being overly aggressive, and right here takes off like a Bolte into second. Let's take it to our dirt cam right here. Foot almost came off. Joey was ready.
Man, it's scoring position. 2-0 on McNeil. 3-0. First man in scoring position for the A's. He walks McNeil. First walk issued by Sprode. So the bottom part of this order after the long layoff goes infield single, walk, and a tying run is coming up for the Athletics. Sanchez trying to get Sprode through this 3rd inning. Said something to make him laugh. That's good. Bring some levity to the situation. Pat Murphy has applauded William Contreras for a long time about the work that he does with pitchers, but he is equally sending praise to Gary Sanchez.
Well, a guy that's been around a long time. He's caught a lot of great pitchers. Just having the knowledge of what he thinks the batter's trying to do as well. You put your plan in place, and then let's see if they can execute.
Corners playing up. Williams takes down and away. Top of the order, and Kurtz looming. Still nobody out. Williams 2 for 9 in the series. Both of his hits doubles.
I feel like right now Sproat's trying to figure out which fastball to work. It's cutter, it's 2-seam, it's 4-seam, and he's doing different ones, so he doesn't know exactly which one he's got the best command of. I think right now he needs to buy into one pitch and try to make it happen.
6 straight out of the zone from Sprode. Ground ball. Ortiz goes to second. 1 on to first. 2 double play. Outstanding effort by Joey Ortiz to get that double play started.
Wow. The magic ball. 2-0. Ground ball to Ortiz. He slides over, picks it up. He turns what probably should have been a base hit into a double play. Best case scenario there for Sproat. Get behind on a batter and then get 2 outs right away.
Not out of the woods yet. Kurtz takes inside. Not a challenge available for Gary Sanchez. Kurtz a base hit back in the first inning against Sprode. Chopper foul. Native of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Nick Kurtz. Calling the Big Amish. He is plenty big. Strike 2.
Yeah, probably one of the bigger leadoff men in baseball right now. Which I find it interesting that manager Mark Kotze has used 3 different leadoff men in this series.
Sprode trying to get out of this with nothing doing. Just missed. .65", 240, just 23 years old. Hands held high above that left shoulder. Took the feet out from under him. 3-2. That fourth pitch that was called for ball 2 certainly could have been strike 3. And the ABS challenge system is not operating properly. 3-2. Sproat with Soderstrom on deck. A few shakes, and now Sanchez will beat the pitch timer out, call time, and make sure everybody's on the same page. It's a big moment in this game.
It is, and one or two things is going on right here. If Kurtz is at the plate, he's already seen what's happened over the last couple batters. He thinks, okay, the only thing he's controlling in the strike zone is a fastball, so he's geared up for a heater. And I think Sanchez may know that, so he's probably trying to get an off-speed pitch from Sproat. Or it could be the other way around, but either way, with this many balls out of the zone on the last 3 batters, you got to think that Kurtz is going to be sitting a heater, especially full count.
Let's see what Sproat comes up with. Struck him out. He went off speed, and Sproat, after first and second, nobody out, gets a double play, and then he punches out Kurtz. Dropped a nasty breaking ball on the big Amish.
MLBshop.com is your official source for authentic Brewers gear, including caps, jerseys, and other apparel. Gear up for Brewers baseball this summer at MLBshop.com.
It's a really good pilot on our drone. Inside the concourse, watch out for those fans.
There's fans.
Pop over and get a poke bowl like we had for dinner.
Delicious. Fans on the ceiling, fans on the concourse.
All jammed up again in Vegas. David Hamilton leads it off. And takes strike 1. Take us through that last sequence of Brandon Sproat with Gary Sanchez on that 3-2 pitch to Kurtz.
No, I absolutely loved that entire sequence of events. I mean, he's struggling to find the zone, probably only going to be fastball. And a guy like Kurtz, I mean, he's been hammering fastballs in this series. He hit one up and in his armpit and took it out. And all of a sudden he's shaking off Gary Sanchez 3 or 4 times in a row. I think Sanchez was like, dude, throw a curveball. And if it's a ball, who cares? You're walking Babe Ruth right now. And I went out there, convinced him, and said, you're going to throw a curveball. Because right after he throws it, he gets a swing and miss, he gets a strikeout, and Gary Sanchez immediately with the fist pump. Like that right there happens, and we can see it unfold from here. But when you're on the mound, you're just not thinking out of the box that way. Very big moment in this ball game. I want to know if Pat Murphy's going to bring it up or not, but he will definitely, regardless of what happens, talk about what Gary Sanchez and Sproat were able to do together.
And facing Nick Kurtz, who has already hit 3 home runs in the series. Is a big out. That's towards left. Soderstrom makes the catch. Hamilton retired. Leadoff batter retired for the first time by Perkins. Joey Ortiz did his part to put up that 0 for Sproat. Turned a great double play behind him against Alika Williams. Did not have a lot of time to spare. Williams runs well at the line.
Well, they stole some outs. I mean, you can't give away any outs at this level. 3 outs seems like a lot at this baseball field. So if they can take some off the board that way. Joey Ortiz, a wizard at shortstop.
2 double plays turned behind Sproat in the first 3 innings. Oh, and 2 on Ortiz. Ortiz into right. Butler, a few steps back, makes the catch. 2 away for Yelich, who has struck out and walked. Season high in pitches for Perkins, 81. This is number 82. And he missed low. So the A's have brought out the big stars for these 3 games this weekend. Raleigh Fingers was here game 1. We had a chance to chat with him and did the intros for Bruce Buffer. Fouled off the foot of Yelich.
One of the Backstreet Boys was here.
Nick Carter.
Nick Carter, yeah.
Chris Angel threw out a first pitch yesterday, did a magic trick.
Well, he didn't really throw it. He made the ball disappear.
And that is Jason Giambi, who is in the A's TV booth right now with Chris Carey and Dallas Braden. Giambi looks like he can go out and hit 30 again.
He almost ripped my arm off when we shook his hand on the field.
Yelich rips one down the right field corner. Extra bases for Yelich. He'll have at least a double, and he'll put on the brakes there. Breaking ball down and in. He laced it into the corner.
Yeah, it looks like a sweeper, and he got Yelich on the sweeper at one point in this ball game, but this one a little bit more reachable, down and in, and pulls it to right.
Scott Emerson out. Nadine has been loosening in the bullpen for the A's. Jackson Chourio at the plate. Gary Sanchez model's got a couple of home runs for him already. He hit the center field camera in his last at bat in the 3rd.
Yeah, let's hope that everywhere all our camera folk are ready. Jackson Chourio's back.
You all set out there in center? You good?
That's so far away too.
Mere 442 feet away. If we're crossing the T's and dotting the lowercase J's. Here it was in the 3rd inning. Coming right at that camera. Splash.
Happy, look out. Yeah, first pitch, and honestly that ambush of the first pitch I think led to everything after that, because Perkins was very skittish, went a lot of deep counts, took 10 pitches to get Frelick out, took 8 pitches to walk Gary Sanchez.
Oh, it's his bat. It's got his number on it.
It's probably like, does it count as my homer too?
Sanchez has one for himself. Same model. Looked at a strike. It's 2-2. Turang's on deck. Sanchez chatting with Jim Henderson. That's a liner caught by McNeil. Didn't frame it well, but it still counts as an out. Double by Yelich is all. More Sproat on the other side.
Always available every single day.
All right, Tim, let's check out our mobile performance. And this is the sequence that we were talking about with Sproat and Gary Sanchez.
Yeah, it's a full count, and I think Sproat wanted to throw a fastball. I think Gary Sanchez wanted to throw a curveball. You saw the fist bump, and now you get to see the, yeah, man, you were right. Good job. Had to come convince him, though.
So 3 innings of scoreless baseball, going through the order for a second time. Soderstrom takes outside, ball 1. I think we got our ABS challenge system back up and running, by the way. Umpires said something in between the innings. We got our pitch tracks back. That's good. So we know what pitchers are being thrown. That's helpful. It's all starting to come together, Pepper. Fouled away. Sanchez gives it a look, but it will stay foul. Now, the first 2 nights, a pop-up like that may have stayed in the field of play. Wind was blowing straight out towards right field.
Yeah, I remember that pop fly. It looked like it was going to be about 15 rows deep, and it came back, and Rengifo had to run. He did a right angle, was running towards the line, and then running up the line towards home, able to corral it on a foul.
Strike on Soderstrom.
So I think that's probably why Sanchez was giving it a look, like not taking anything for granted in a place like this.
He started out essentially going directly into foul territory from his third base position, and then sprinted in past the third base coaching box. 1-2 to Soderstrom. 2-2.
Bet Gary is going to challenge that for a second.
It was plenty wide.
He's like, ABS is back. Right.
Off the side of the mound, a backhand pickup by Ortiz. Throws out Soderstrom.
Well, I really enjoy this version of Brandon Sproat, a guy pitching to contact and getting ground balls. I think the sinker is a great pitch to do that with, and you can look. This is how you are economical with your pitches. I think he likes the fact that he's gotten some ground ball double plays and realize I don't have to strike out the world, and they don't have to see every pitch that I throw.
You said it going into his start against the Rockies. Why don't you just pick out 2 pitches and use those for an entire start and see what you can do? If you're in the minor leagues, you can do that.
Yeah,
it's encouraged. Tough to do that at this level, but at least you could mix those in as the majority of your pitches. This is popped up into right, and Frelick makes the catch. Langoliers is out.
Well, the biggest thing for a young player is figure out what kind of player you are, and when you have all the different pitches like Sproat has, he could be 3 or 4 different pitchers. He could be, all I'm going to do is strike everybody out. I could get pop-ups. But I love the ground ball version of this, using the breaking balls down, mixing in the sinkers. I know the average against the sinker has been kind of high, but I just don't think he's utilized it like he knows he can. But I think clearly his plan and his adjustments that he's made in this game have absolutely worked.
Cortez with 2 outs. Check swing. Yes, he did. Put it in perspective, 49 pitches for Sproat right now. He's an out away from getting through the 4th inning. He threw 42 pitches to get through 2 innings his last time out. He has carried his last 2 innings in Denver into this start. Three and 1 on Cortez. He's walked 1, struck out 2 for Brandon Sproat. Threw a sinker at 96.
Sinker's been good. I know the cutter's gotten some fly balls and some foul balls, but sinker's been really good. Good late life on it.
Cortez pops it up. Sanchez will let Hamilton come over and make the catch. Side retired. Another 1-2-3 inning in the 4th inning. Got the heart of the order scheduled for the Brewers, starting with Bryce Terang.
Clean starts with Oral-B.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is presented by Miller Lite. Taste you can depend on. And by Northwestern Mutual. Discover a better way to money at northwesternmutual.com.
Couple of home runs against the starter Jack Perkins. Gary Sanchez, Jackson Churio. They're up 3-0 in the top of the 5th. Luis Medina is the new pitcher for the Athletics. And a fly ball to left center. Stepping back, Bolte on the warning track makes the catch. Terang gave it a ride. Stayed in the ballpark. 1 pitch and 1 out from Medina.
Medina threw a scoreless 6th in game 1. Faced Rengifo, Ortiz, and Yelich. Did give up a hit to Ortiz, but immediately got a double play. He's about 60% fastballs and then slider, change, and curveball. He has given up runs lately, though.
4 innings again from the starter Perkins. 3 runs on 5 hits. Vaughn takes a strike. Walked 3, struck out 4. Brandon Sproat, 53 pitches through 4 innings. He's been good. Off the end of the bat, fouled. Enough room? Yes. Geloff makes the play, 2 gone.
Hey, save the date. Wisconsinites get half-price Brewers tickets at the first Friday home game of each month, courtesy of Pick and Save. Score the Wisconsin First Friday offer on April 10th. Grab a seat at brewers.com/Wisconsin Fridays.
Strike on Bowers. 0 for 2, couple of Ks for Bowers. Checking in with a dozen homers. Homered off of the Papa Giorgio family truckster in game 1. Wave and a miss. Bowers gone on strikes for a 3rd time. Medina comes in. Goes 1, 2, 3. Halfway home, and the Brewers lead at 3-0.
Effect.
3-0 Brewers as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Don't forget, this copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Accounts and descriptions of this game might be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. Sproat back to work in the 5th. Geloff, Butler, and Bolte. Swing and a miss from Geloff. Sproat did not have a 1-2-3 inning against the Rockies. He's already got 2 of them tonight against the A's. Geloff on a 14-game hitting streak, second longest in Major League Baseball, behind Jung-Hoo Lee of the San Francisco Giants. You see what happened in that game earlier today?
Walk-off grand slam.
Ground ball. Sproat's got it. Flips over to Vaughn, 1 away. Now the walk-off grand slam is the tip of the iceberg. The Giants were trailing 9-1 going into the bottom of the 8th inning. Scored 5 times in the 8th. Nationals scored 1 in the top of the 9th, and then the Giants scored 5 in the bottom of the 9th. Eldridge hit the walk-off grand slam into the arcade and right. Butler, fly ball to center. Back Churio, and he leaps and makes the catch. Bangs up against the wall. 2 away.
I don't know if this is where the changeup was meant to be thrown by Sproat. Left it up. Lawrence Butler, great swing on it. This ball just kept going. Churio does a couple of 360s before he's able to corral it. These guys are just not used to being that far away. 4-15 in center.
To third, Hamilton, and the short hop pick by Vaughn. Another 3 up and 3 down inning from Brandon Sproat. He's just faced 1 over the minimum through 5. For every Brewers RBI, the Northwestern Mutual Foundation funding 5 hours equivalent to $250 for childhood cancer research. Northwestern Mutual and the Brewers are proud to partner in curing childhood cancer. Gary Sanchez launching his 7th home run of the season back in the 2nd inning. Lots of Brewers fans in the ballpark all series long. This is the most we've seen at any of the games, though. It's finale between the Brewers and the A's. Brandon Sproat with a 5-pitch 5th inning. He's at 58 pitches through 5 scoreless. That is a strike. A lot of Brewer blue. Sanchez in a left center field, falling fast, and a base hit for Gary. Leadoff man is on yet again. Sal Frelick coming up.
4 out of 6 innings, the Brewers get the leadoff man on.
For 2 for Frelick. He's bounced to second and popped to third. That pop up to third base is on a 10-pitch at bat with Perkins. Strike 1 from Medina.
Yeah, that was a big reason Jack Perkins is not in this game anymore. 89 pitches to get through 4 innings.
The netting behind the dish. It's 0-2. 99 from Medina. Brewers with an off day tomorrow and then have the Phillies over the weekend. Jacob Mizorowski gets the ball Friday night. Frelick down the left field line, slicing away from Soderstrom. It's over his head and up against the wall. Sanchez stops. And he's able to get back to second base. That is a long single for Sal Frelick. I think that ball scooted on Soderstrom more than he thought.
Yeah, not his best route. And then when he looks up, I wonder if this ball almost hits him, because he did not have a clear view when this was getting by him. Look at him. I mean, that's over his right shoulder. Sanchez tiptoeing around second, decides to retreat. Sal was about halfway to second, trying to mirror what Sanchez was doing.
Corner's playing way in. It's got to be a good bunt. Sanchez has not run well out there at second base. And he missed the bunt, fouled it back. Pat Murphy looking out at Matt Erickson. Saw him shaking his head. Matt Erickson trying to get David Hamilton's attention. Hamilton has doubled and then fly to deep left. Saw the A's switch up their defensive alignment. The shortstop Alika Williams was cheating towards third, leaving the entire middle of the infield wide open for Hamilton.
Yeah, McNeil vacated second and looks like he's going to cover first. That means Kurtz is going to be coming in, maybe get a wheel play to help defend this bunt if he decides.
Pulled it back. 2-1.
Yeah, so Murph gives the signs to Matt Erickson. Matt Erickson's giving signs to Hamilton.
Foul back, 2-2. Struck him out. Turn the curveball over. Second strikeout for Medina, and Ortiz is the hitter.
Really good curveball by Medina.
Pitch cast presented by Hyundai.
He's got two really good breaking balls in that slider and the curveball. Really tough on lefties.
Ortiz takes a strike. He's bounced to second and fly to right. Two out of 5 in this series. Brewers got single runs in the first, second, and third innings. Solo homers from Sanchez and Churriel. Wave and a miss. 1-2. Didn't pick the curveball up out of the hand.
I mean, a very effortless 100 miles an hour and then a very effortless biting curveball. I mean, that is breaking super late.
Poke to short, double play ball, 6, 4, and 3. Brewers had a threat. Didn't push anything across. Still 3-0. Brandon Sproat back to work.
Dear Friday, let's put good times in gear. We've got power tailgates to power game days.
Series finale here at Las Vegas Ballpark. 6th inning. It's a 3-0 lead for Brandon Sproat and the Brewers. And yesterday we told you on our Freighter and Medical College of Wisconsin injury report, Brandon Woodruff pitching in the Arizona Complex League went 3 2/3. Checked off the 4 ups that he needed to. 5 strikeouts for him. Got the pitch count up to 68. And Pat Murphy shared with us that Woody will rejoin the team at home on Friday after the off day tomorrow. So they have their rotation set for the Phillies series. It'll be Mizorowski, Drowan, and Harrison. And if he recovers well, maybe Woody could be ready to go for that next series at the Hopestown.
Thank you so much, Sophia. That would be against the Guardians, who will be coming into town Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. So all things looking good for Brandon Woodruff. Just hoping he recovers the way that he's supposed to. McNeil, Williams, and then back to the top of the order against Sproat in 6th. McNeil to center field, sends Churriel back, and he makes the catch. Today's game is playing like a real baseball game. It's kind of nice.
You just jinxed it. What are you doing? No, yeah, it is. It is. I mean, outs are supposed to be outs, and I think everyone kind of knows that. They're all looking around like, wow, that's new, where you actually hit a ball that didn't go over the fence.
Williams to left. It is up, and that is gone. Did get over the yellow line despite the catch made by a fan. That was a true home run. A solo shot from Malika Williams makes it 3-1.
First pitch, cutter down and in. Really very quick swing. Got the barrel to the ball. Fan kind of reached over, looked around, some high fives. Making sure everything's okay. Was I allowed to reach over and do that?
Kurtz with a check swing. He went around. Youngster saying should have caught it in this straw hat. Got an old school A's hat, Cubs jersey to his left.
Bring your green hat.
What's Cubs fans doing here?
Lost.
Have to excuse my friend. The town's back that way. 2 away as Kurtz grounds to second base. That's Las Vegas. I'm excited to see what this is going to look like in a couple of years. The Brewers will be playing in Vegas in 2028. Once that building is finished up, if everything stays on schedule. One more year in West Sacramento for the A's in 27. Ground ball, base hit. Soderstrom with a 2-out single.
Well, the buzz around the ballpark is real. I went and visited yesterday just to get a look at it. They've already completed one of the arches that happened today. They are getting it built, and they are getting it built fast. And that's what they're doing here. They're trying to create that buzz with this homestand. Athletics facing the Brewers, and then the Rockies come to town. And I guess that means for the years they're in Sacramento, only the Brewers and Rockies are not going to play there. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Next year, the A's will play 6 more games in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But it won't be the Brewers. The A's will come to Milwaukee. And Gary Sanchez and Sproat going over the game plan against Langoliers, who has line to right and fly to right. Fantone, everybody all about the catch that he made.
So the ball was hit, and I caught it. No way, man. Yeah, it's right here. It's in my glove. See it? Oop.
Langoliers takes a strike. He's the first A's hitter that has not ambushed a first pitch from Sproat in the last 7.
Yeah, I was just going to say, all this happened, and a line out, home run, ground out, single, just 7 pitches.
Langoliers fouls it back. So what we were witnessing back there with the security guard was Alika Williams' first career home run. So you're trying to negotiate getting that baseball back.
Yeah, I need that baseball.
Large negotiating chip right there. Oh, 2 on Langoliers. Sproat trying to get through this 6th. Foul back, got away with one. Going into this inning, just 1 over the minimum for the first 5 innings for Sproat. 3rd time through this A's order. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. 98-mile-an-hour gas. Home run by Alika Williams, but Sproat allows the 1 run. He's got 3 Ks in 6 quality innings in Vegas.
Easy. Sport.
Toyota game reset. Brewers up 3-1. Brandon Sproat with 6 quality innings. Sanchez and Churio with solo homers apiece. Alika Williams' first career home run in the 6th. And the negotiating is still ongoing out in left field. Now, this guy told me I want this. This guy said I should get this.
I want unmarked bills and a duffel bag and a chopper for this home run ball.
Suarez in the ball game. He got the loss in game 1. Unearned run in the 15-14 game. Down low. So 2 innings from Medina out of the bullpen. Allowed a couple of hits. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And Scott Barlow. One, 2 from Suarez. And in and out of the glove of Langoliers. Yelich into right. Butler shy of the warning track, makes the catch. Got it off the handle. Jackson Churrio's coming up. Our Johnson Financial Group player profile. Last 12 games for Jackson Churrio. A robust .360 average. He's hit 5 homers, 4 doubles, 15 RBIs, and that OPS over 1,100. Churrio going back to his old style bat after he hit a soft line drive in the 4th. Brewers have Chad Patrick loosening the bullpen, and Brandon Sproat is up on the top rail working on some gum. He might be done for the day after 6 strong. He was brilliant tonight, if he indeed is done.
Well, selfishly, I kind of hope he goes back out. I don't know if it's contingent on maybe they need a few more runs on the board. But with an off day tomorrow, you bring in your studs, your best matchups. It's what you do to shorten the game and hopefully put a W.
Into left center for Churrio. Big turn, puts on the brakes. Another hit for Jackson Churrio. Just 68 pitches for Brandon Sproat in his 6 innings of 1-run ball.
Suarez gets behind in the count, goes changeup away. Churrio just nonchalant rocket up the middle.
Turang over 3, toss to first, has Churrio standing.
Well, we saw Scott Barlow getting ready. I wonder if this is going to be the last batter for Suarez. Faces his 3 minimum. Got Vaughn looming in the on-deck circle.
Laid off. Out in front of the breaking ball, 1-1 on Turang. Turang hit the game-winning fielder's choice against Suarez in inning number 12 on Monday night. Toss to first.
Yeah, that was because Yelich was the place runner at second, stole third, ended up scoring. The Athletics have an off day tomorrow as well, so they're going to have their best matchups coming out of the bullpen.
Didn't need much bullpen last night. On the ground, second base. Could be 2, 4, 6. That's it. Not hit hard enough by Bryce Turang. And now a quick message from Aurora Healthcare.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How does it feel?
Amazing. One of my best days ever.
Suarez sees his 3. Marcotte takes him out. And Scott Barlow's coming in to face Andrew Vaughn.
Even better.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is presented by Potawatomi Sportsbook. Bet above the rest. And by Prevagen. Prevagen, made for your brain.
Cruising over the bullpens at Las Vegas Ballpark. Here's our drone. He's just a widow guy.
He's so small. You can barely see it.
You'd never be able to tell the quality of that drone is amazing. There's Andrew Vaughn. He faces Scott Barlow. 31st appearance for Barlow. And Vaughn takes down and away. He's 1 out of 2. Singled home the first run of the game in the first inning. And the reason Barlow is in this situation, 4 for 17. A lot of time with Kansas City, where Vaughn saw him a lot. (2-0). Barlow was with the Reds a year ago. Gorgeous sunset. Three and 0 on Vaughn.
Barlow pitched that top of the 10th in game 1, giving up 4 runs. Did get Vaughn to ground out to third. I think he's trying that again, throwing off speed away, trying to give him to roll over.
Comes in with a strike with a slider on 3-0. Strip off on the distance. That's lined to the left, a base hit for Vaughn. Terang puts on the brakes. Vaughn 2 for 3. And now Bowers faces Scott Barlow.
That's a 3-1 sweeper. Catches a lot of plate. And he did hit it to the left side, able to get it past Geloff at third. An RBI opportunity for Bowers.
Three strikeouts today for Jake Bowers. 2 on with 2 out. Hammered foul into the A's dugout.
Yeah, 2 of those strikeouts for Bowers ended the inning. Now he finds himself in that situation again.
Three to 1 game. Brewers trying to add on. Fouled again. Look out.
Well, it's pretty collective what the pitchers are doing for the Athletics. A lot of breaking balls down and into lefties. We have seen that throughout the series, but nothing more blatant than what we've seen in this game.
Took it wide with a curveball. 1-2. Brewers in the game, hitting with runners in scoring position, are 1 out of 8. And he struck him out. Bowers, curveball down and in, strikes out for a 4th time. Time to stretch in Las Vegas, and it is spectacular.
Worrying about the future can make it hard to enjoy what's important today. At Johnson Financial Group, we know that with the right.
Brandon Sproat, 6 quality innings, his 2nd quality start of the year. Couple of double plays behind him. Struck out 3, walked only 1, Tim.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite outings that I've seen from Sproat. He was good. 10 outs on the ground. Did not shy away from contact. Got a little help with a little bit of defense, but you need that sometimes. I love the way he attacked the zone. Great moment for Brandon Sproat. Just 68 pitches to get through 6. I mean, just over 11 pitches an inning. And why is this a big deal? Well, he was averaging about 17 pitches an inning coming into this one.
Gerber Law Office's one call, that's all called. The pen brings in Chad Patrick. He'll face 4, 5, and 6 in the A's order. Cortez, Geloff, and Butler. Patrick misses down and in. He picked up the save on Monday, his 3rd save of the season. His first that wasn't a multi-inning save. Brewers make a couple of changes defensively. Cortez takes outside for a ball. Blake Perkins is now in center. And Jackson Chourio slides over to left. So Bowers is out of the game. Fouled straight back at a big cut at that 2-0 pitch. There's Jackson. Two on coming from Chad Patrick. Fly ball to right, and it is up and gone. It's a 3-2 ball game on a long home run off the bat of Cortez. Caught her up and in, and Cortez leaned on it.
And his first hit in this series, it's a big one. Brings the A's within one.
Chad frustrated with himself. He has been so good out of the Brewers bullpen. First home run he has allowed as a reliever this year.
I mean, that was at the very, very top of the zone and inside, but we've seen multiple athletics be able to get to that ball in this series.
Geloff takes down and away. Just the second run that he has allowed in his last 21 1/3 innings. Covers 10 different appearances. Geloff takes up and in, 2 balls and no strikes. So 1-run game as the bullpen starts to heat up again for Milwaukee. Geloff 0 for 2. And he goes to right. Frelick moving over. It is off the top of the fence. Frelick fires into second base. Geloff slides. He's got a double. Tying run is on base. And he almost tied the game. Hitting streak now at 15 games for Geloff.
Yeah, gets a 2-0 sinker. Outer third. And then just drops the hammer on it. Steps in the bucket. Finished high. If that ball comes off any harder to Frelick, he's got a chance at getting Geloff out at second. And we got Aaron Ashby warming up in the Brewers bullpen.
Butler, deep drive, center field. Perkins back, and the A's have the lead. 3 batters into the 7th inning, and Lawrence Butler hits his 4th of the year. All that effort from Brandon Sproat, 6 innings of 1-run ball. Lawrence Butler and Carlos Cortez with 2 more homers. That's 3 home runs hit today. The A's have now tied a franchise record.
Well, right when the sun goes down, you better take care because the ball starts to fly. First pitch ambush by Butler, and he was psyched up way out in center field.
Pat Murphy's going to go get the ball from Chad Patrick. A rare outing for Chad where he did not get the job done. Brewers lead is gone. Aaron Ashby coming in trying to restore order.
For Feldco.
Well, the A's using a long ball. And Chad Patrick goes on the top rail there to watch Aaron Ashby take over in this 7th inning. His 30th appearance. Came into the ball game on Monday with an opportunity to convert the win, but gave up 3 straight hits, including back-to-back homers. Gave up 4 runs in his appearance. Henry Bolte, chopper to third. Hamilton throws him out, 1 away. As you mentioned, Tim, the A's are in a good spot with where their bullpen is tonight. Needed just 2 guys last night, Alvarado and Mason Barnett, to get through that game after JT Ginn went 5 2/3.
Those weren't 2 guys. Those guys were monsters last night. They came in and just wreaked havoc on the Brewers lineup. I mean, I don't know if I've seen 2 more dominant pitchers than what we saw in last night's game.
McNeil takes wide ball 1. 10 up, 10 down with 8 strikeouts.
Well, and the Brewers do so well batting against relievers. I mean, that's just kind of what they're known for this season. They really get to them to make them throw a lot of pitches. They couldn't do anything against those two guys.
They're going to have to do it tonight, down by at least 1. They'll have 6, 7, and 8 scheduled in the 8th. Swing and a miss. McNeil down to the count, 1-2. Chopper to first base. Vaughn trying to beat McNeil there, and he will. Vaughn with a nice leap to get out of the way of the sliding McNeil.
Who knew Vaughn had ups like that? He just box jumped about 5 feet in the air. Now the speedy McNeil and the chopper, and the way Ashby finishes falling towards third. He had to take it himself, but yeah, playing a little leapfrog.
Alika Williams homered for the first time in his career in the 6th. Wonder if he got his baseball back yet. Negotiations went for about an inning and a half out there. Swing and a miss. Three more homers for the A's. They have tied their franchise record for home runs in a 3-game span of 15. The last time they did that was 1996. Two balls and a strike. Mark McGwire, Jason Giambi, who's in the ballpark, Terry Steinbach, Geronimo Baroa. Two-one. Yes, he did. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spiked curveball from Ashby. That's Hogan Harris. Might be getting ready for the likes of Sal Frelick and David Hamilton. Barlow, if he goes out there, has to face 1 hitter. Up the middle, base hit by Alika Williams. He's 2 for 3. And now it's Kurtz. Kurtz homered off of Ashby on Monday.
That's a good piece of hitting by Alika Williams there. After looking foolish on a couple of off speed in the dirt, it goes curveball up the middle. But this is the matchup that went south in the 10th inning in game 1, with Kurtz attacking that up in fastball, taking it out of the park to right.
Two-0 on Kurtz. Ashby looking for redemption in this series against Kurtz. 3-0.
I wouldn't throw anything reachable here. Kurtz, nothing to lose. A lot of leverage, big, tall, plate coverage, a lot of pop.
Came in with a fastball, 3-1. Trevor McGill starting to play catch. Three and 2, and a challenge from Kurtz.
Puts the stolen ball about his challenge.
I think he's got a pretty good case. challenge. That's ball 4.
Yeah, just barely by 2 and almost 2.5 inches. Yeah. But again, that is a sinker at 99 miles an hour that has a lot of movement at the bottom of the zone. That was probably some of the confusion.
Soderstrom coming up, meeting at the mound with Chris Hook and Aaron Ashby. Quick message from Auto Owners Insurance.
With the right coverage from auto owners, when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered. That's simple human sense.
Soderstrom, who has hit 3 home runs in the series, 1 for 3 today, and a base hit his last time up in the 6th against Sproat. The A's have come alive late in this game. And Ashby trying to keep them within just a run. All of Soderstrom's home runs in this series have come against left-handed pitching. 4-3 A's in the 7th. And Ashby misses down and away with the slider. And a strike in and out of the glove of Sanchez, and everybody moves up. Pass ball on Sanchez.
Well, if you ask any of the catchers who's the toughest guy to catch on the team, and it is Aaron Ashby unanimously.
One on one on Soderstrom. There's a strike. 2-2. The Brewers have had opportunities to add to their lead a few different times. They've stranded 6 in the game. Check that. 8 in the game. 2-2. High chopper in front of home plate. Sanchez has it, throws to first, and the side is retired. Damage done for the A's. They've got the lead, but the Brewers have Gary Sanchez set to lead it off in the 8th inning. He homered back in the 2nd inning. It's 4-3 Athletics in Vegas.
This trading card bobblehead giveaway at the Brewers game Saturday, June 13th, courtesy of Nicolay Water. Get yours by being one of the first 25,000 fans through the gates. Grab a ticket at brewers.com/tickets.
Gary Sanchez leads it off against Scott Barlow, who is out there to at least begin the inning. Frelick to follow, and then Hamilton. Hogan Harris, the left-hander, in the bullpen for the A's. 4-3 Athletics. The pitch down and away. Barlow got the final out of the 7th, gave up a base hit to Vaughn, and then struck out Bowers. Here's Harris ready to go. Away, 2-1. Curveball, sweeper, sweeper. First 3 pitches in the sequence. Sanchez 2 for 2.
Yeah, clearly Barlow pitching backwards. Saw that on Vaughn as well. Never really got around to getting back to the fastball. But if the breaking ball's working, you know he's going to lean into it.
Got him out in front of a slider, 2-2. It was Barlow that gave up the big home run to William Contreras a couple of nights ago. And that was on a fastball at 89 miles an hour. Sanchez off the end of the bat into shallow left. Soderstrom on the run makes the catch. He started back and then had to sprint in.
Yeah, little candy cane route. Makes up for it with the legs, able to get to it. Sanchez out in front on another curveball.
It's going to be it for Barlow. Harris is coming in. Barlow faces 3, gets 2 outs. Harris against Frelick on the other side.
Hey, grab your Hulk hand. It's time for the Tavern of the Game. Winner's Jester Sports Bar in Spooner. If the Tavern calls the Milwaukee Brewers by 10 a.m. tomorrow, they receive 40 tickets to a Friday night game and the Miller Lite beer pen. This offer is courtesy of the Tavern League of Wisconsin and Miller Lite.
A lot of Brewers fans in the crowd tonight. They're hoping for a comeback. The Brewers have scored 48 runs coming into tonight on this road trip. 22 of those 48 have come in the 8th inning or later. So Hogan Harris takes over. 35th appearance, pitched on Monday. Frelick takes a big curveball for a strike. Hitting just 127 against left-handed pitching this year, Sal. Last year hit 301. And a challenge from Langoliers.
Just called a ball to catch his tail now.
What say you, ABS machine? It was a ball.
Call's correct. The Athletics have runs out.
I think Langoliers is just remembering a lot from game 1 when there were 16 challenges in the game.
11 overturned. 2 balls and a strike on Frelick. Luis Rengifo has a bat. He would hit next for David Hamilton. Swing and a miss, and the bat goes flying and almost got stuck in the net. Needs some more stickum. Fastball at 96 up in the zone.
Whoop. Little slippage as they play hold on loosely. I'll tell you what, the music people here are on top of it.
3-2 on Frelick. His hands with Frelick. Had a 10-pitch at bat earlier tonight. Trying to find a way on base. Brewers are down by a run. Haven't scored since the 3rd. And they've had a man on in every inning with the exception of the 5th. And that's up the middle, a base hit for Frelick. Nice at bat from Sal. 2 for 4 for Sal Frelick. Tying run is on.
Yeah, good at bat. He's seen a lot of pitches tonight. Finally gets a curveball, something he can handle. Just his 8th hit off a lefty this season.
So Rengifo coming up. Start of the first 2 games of this series was 1 for 3 last night. 1 out of 7 overall. Hits from the right side of the plate. Half swing foul. Oh for 3 lifetime against Hogan Harris is Rengifo. And tight, ball and a strike. Looking for another comeback. Brewers had a 9th inning comeback in Monday's game. Toss to first. Was a little liberal on the 45-degree angle there from Hogan Harris. Right side of the infield is wide open. 1-2 on Rengifo.
Yeah, this is a perfect time for Rengifo to do what he was doing a lot of at the beginning of the year, is hitting rockets to the right side of the infield. A lot of those got through early on because the defense is just like it is now, where second baseman's playing behind second.
Trying to go that way. Come from behind wins for the Brewers, 19 of them.
Let's call it a comeback.
All those National League teams. Ground ball off of Harris, over to Kurtz. Nobody's home. First and second, one away. Base hit for Rengifo. And we'll get a pinch hitter for Ortiz. William Contreras will come off the bench. Finally placed.
Yeah. Elevated curveball. Rengifo stays back on it. Ends up clipping Harris. Ball skyrocketed too. Pretty good play by Kurtz just to come up and corral it, as Frelick still threatening around second.
So Contreras on Monday leaned on one to straightaway center field, to say the least. Ended up on his backside. That was a 3-run bomb. Off the scoreboard in straightaway center.
So he rocked that one and then sat in the recliner.
Elvis Alvarado, who pitched in last night's game, starting to loosen in the A's pen. First and second, one away. In tight ball one. Contreras had a base hit against Harris on Monday night.
You know, I was just thinking they pinched hit for Hamilton. They pinch hit for Ortiz. Interesting what the defense is going to look like.
Down and in
the bottom of this inning.
Look at a slow curveball, 2-1. Crowd's getting a little rowdy here in the 8th inning. 2-1 count on Contreras. Hit it foul. Big rip at that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-2. $11 hits for this Brewers offense, just the 3 runs. And a turn back to second base. Brewers led this game 3-0 after 5. A's got 1 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th against Chad Patrick. Slow roller. That's tough play. That's 1. That's 2. McNeil turns 2 by himself, and Contreras hits into the inning-ending double play. Murph holding it up for just a moment. Will not challenge. We will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. 4-3 A's.
It's Miller time.
4-3 A's, bottom of the 8th inning. And we will see a different version of this Brewers defense in this half inning. But first, we see Rengifo over at second base. Gary Sanchez is now at first. Bryce Terang is at short. and Andrew Vaughn is the third baseman. And on the mound is Trevor McGill, his first appearance since the Colorado series.
Yeah, it was the first game in Colorado. Didn't go well for him, but I think he was battling an oblique issue. Doesn't seem to be an issue now. We saw him throwing a little bit in last night's ball game in the bullpen, but now he's out there looking to put up a 0 here in the bottom of the 8th.
Middle of the order for the A's, starting with Langoliers, Cortez, and then Geloff. So the bottom of the 8th inning. Langoliers into the gap in left center. Churio cuts it off, fires into second base, but Langoliers is there with a leadoff double. The A's are getting after this Brewers bullpen the last couple of innings.
Yeah, that's the 4th hit on the first pitch for the Athletics. And the 3rd extra base hit. This one goes in the gap. Churio does a great job cutting it off. Probably a couple of too many steps to be able to turn and shift that momentum.
There's Cortez, and he homered back in the 7th inning. That got the A's within a run. See Contreras behind the dish. Strike 2.
Yeah, the Brewers really sacrificing a lot for that pinch hit at bat for Contreras. Set a lot of wheels in motion.
Up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Statcast powered by Google Cloud. This was Cortez. The pitches that he saw: cutter, cutter, sinker, and then cutter up and in. And Patrick knew it as soon as Cortez made contact. Brewers were set up in that 8th inning. A double play ground out by Contreras ended the threat. Cortez takes low with a curve. Brewers will have the top of the order scheduled in the 9th. Looks like that might be Alvarado. Continues to loosen in the A's pen.
Well, the Brewers, like you said earlier, have had opportunities. They had 2 on at one point in the 6th, 2 on in the 7th, 2 on in the 8th. Unable to push anything across.
Pair of inning-ending double plays in the 6th and 8th innings.
I mean, how about the bullpen for the A's these last 2 games? I mean, they have made the pitches when they need to.
And give credit to the starter, Jack Perkins, too. He allowed just 3 runs, a couple of solo homers. Brewers had him on the ropes a lot. To the left side, Vaughn gets a try, looks the runner back, and throws him out. Ball finds you no matter where you are. And now a quick message from Digger's Hotline.
For 50 years, Digger's Hotline has helped protect Wisconsin residents. Contact them for free 3 or more working days before digging. Be smart. Check before you start.
Geloff with a double off the wall in the 7th inning. Extended his hitting streak to 15 games. Big run at second base for the A's. Up and in. McGill trying to keep this at a 1-run game.
Well, we know McGill pretty slow to the plate. Guys have stolen on him before. And don't sleep on Langoliers. He's got a lot of foot speed. Always looking for an edge.
And it's fouled at home plate. Got a piece. Did Geloff. Check the swing. Didn't go. a wild series here in Las Vegas.
Oh!
3-1 and a challenge from Contreras.
Pitcher's called a ball. The pitcher's challenging.
This is going to be close. Oh, it just did clip it.
Call is overturned. Milwaukee has 2 challenges.
2-2. The top of the zone is the trickiest part, I think, for catchers and umpires. Totally flips the count. 2-2 on Geloff. Struck him out with a curveball. Good challenge from Contreras.
Yeah, 2-2, 3-1. Big difference. It matters what you do, what you throw, and where you throw it. Snaps off a knuckle curveball in the dirt, gets a strikeout. Now you're 1 pitch away from getting out of this 8th inning.
Butler, the go-ahead 2-run homer, and takes low for ball 1. Hit it off of Chad Patrick in the 7th. Fouled away by Butler. Big swing. Trevor's going to go for a walk. He had some oblique tightness, side tightness last couple of days. Was not available Monday. Strike on the corner. Two and 2.
Can't stop staring at the elbow guard and the shin guard on Lawrence Butler. It looks like a bunch of pieces of Play-Doh you kind of mash together and put it away. Interesting ensemble.
2-2. Struck him out with a high fastball. So Miguel puts up a 0. Elvis is coming in the 9th inning. Been a great couple of days in Las Vegas. Can the Brewers come back?
Watch us take control. Forget all you know. Don't get comfortable. Watch us as we steal the show.
Alvarado is in to try and close this one out for the A's. Christian Yelich leads it off and takes strike 1. As they say in Vegas, if you got a chip, you got a chance. Well, the Brewers have 3 outs to try and get a run and tie this thing up against Alvarado. It was brilliant last night. And he's ahead of Yelich, 0-2.
Yeah, 4 outs, all by strikeout, all by fastball through 20 pitches, and 14 of those were strikes.
Oh-2 coming. It's low. 0 career saves for Alvarado. We saw the first big league save in the career for Mason Barnett last night. One, 2. Foul back, Yelich on it. 1-0-1 from Alvarado. Up high. 4 saves in AAA this year for Alvarado. Yelich bangs it foul, stays alive. Originally in the Tigers organization, Alvarado working on the former MVP Christian Yelich. Jammed and foul, stays alive. Churio's on deck, and then Terang. Struck him out. 101. One gone in the ninth.
Fastball, slider. He was working down in the zone early, started working his way up, and just 101 middle end.
Jackson Chourio with those lightning quick hands faced Alvarado last night, struck out against him in the 6th. Swing and a miss. 2 for 4 for Chourio, homered back in the 3rd. Rally caps are on in Vegas. Fouled away. It's 0-2. Coming after him with hard stuff.
It was a long at bat for Chourio. Their last encounter last night, 7-pitch at bat. It went to full count. That fastball has a lot of late life coming through the zone.
On the ground left side. Play by Geloff, and he throws out Chourio. 2 away. This weekend the Brewers have the Phillies on tap after a day off tomorrow. Mizorowski, Drone, and Harrison, the scheduled starters. All 3 games available for you on Brewers TV. And Bryce Terang, the last chance to extend this game against Elvis Alvarado. Brewers had a 3-0 lead in this one going into the bottom of the 6th. 4 unanswered runs to this point. Terang, a strike. Nothing in 2. Brewers over their last 12 series are 9-1-2. So it'd be just their 2nd series loss, their only other one against the Dodgers. That dates back to April. 0-2. And he struck him out. Alvarado comes in, strikes out 2 out of 3, and the A's take 2 of 3 from the Brewers in Las Vegas.
Still a good road trip for the Brewers. They wish they would have pulled this one out. This was the most normal game played here in Las Vegas. But it was the Athletics bullpen able to hold on to the 1-run lead after the Brewers scored in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd inning. It was zeros after that. A lot of big performances. Got our first look at Andrew Vaughn at 3rd base. Got a little crazy at the end. Not crazy enough for the Brewers to pull it out, though.
Brewers looking forward to their first off day in a while. And then a home stand coming up against the Phillies and the Guardians. More coming up on the Brewers postgame show presented by Freighter and Medical College of Wisconsin. Tim and Sophia will take you through that. For our entire crew in Vegas, I'm Jeff Lebring saying so long.
At Potawatomi.
Brewers postgame is presented by Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Series finale here at Las Vegas Ballpark. The Brewers wrap up this road trip 4-2. Unfortunately, dropped the series here with a loss 4-3. The A's would have 11 hits on the night, or 9 hits, excuse me.